everyone. Thank you for joining in again today. My name is Jenny Spencer. I am a cancer exercise specialist with Fight the Fatigue. I partner with the Judy Nicholson Foundation to help provide you with exercise videos throughout the year to help keep you moving. Exercise is crucial in those living with cancer, and it is, apparent that we need to be moving more, but sometimes it can be a little bit difficult to fit exercise or physical activity into your day-to-day life. So I hope you enjoyed the presentation earlier about falling into good habits. Hopefully it can help you recognize ways that you can incorporate exercise into your day-to-day so that it becomes more of a habit and a lifestyle for you, because that is where you are going to reap the most benefit. So with that being said, let's jump into our workout. All right, so you're going to meet me here on the mat. We are going to do a little bit of a warm-up. So I want you to start with doing shoulder shrugs. Your feet are about hip width apart. Just bringing your shoulders up towards your ears and bringing them down. Deep breath, bring it up towards your ears and deep breath down. Good, last one. Now make that into a roll. So you're bringing up towards your ears, down towards your spine. And roll it down. Deep breath in towards your ears and rolling your shoulders down your spine. Good. Good. And we're going to roll into some arm circles. So you're just kind of doing a freestyle motion, reaching your fingertips up and forward, and then pulling them back. Your hips are going to stay pointed towards the front of the room, towards the camera. Good. And reach. Amazing. Now we're going to come into a little bit of a lunge to open up our hips. So it's going to be a side warm-up lunge. So I want you to take your arms, if you can keep them over your head. If you can't, you can put them to your side. Exaggerated stance. I want you to just slightly move into the left side as you bring your arms down, looking over your left shoulder. Deep breath in, bring your arms up. Breathe out as you go to the side. Good. Your hips are coming back and you're ensuring that your feet and your knees are pointed towards the same location. So a little bit out to the side, but they're going in the same direction. Good. Weight is mostly in your heels. 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out as you look over that other shoulder. Good. Now let's come into modified jacks. So you're waving, fanning your arms up, pointing your toes out to the side. Remembering to breathe. Good, and we are all warmed up, got our blood flowing. You can grab some light weights or resistance bands if you haven't, and you're going to do 3 sets of exercises, or 3 sections I should say. 4 exercises in the first session, then we're going to do some cardio, and then another 4 different exercises in the second session on our mat. I'm excited for this, so let's get your gear and come onto the mat. All right, so we are going to start with a wide stance deadlift. I want you to have your feet positioned a little bit wider than hip distance apart. Your toes are pointed slightly out, And with this move, you can use light weights if you would like, or you can just do this without weights and we can focus on the correct form and motion. So you are going to bend at your hip. So you're doing a hip hinge, making sure that your back stays straight. If you have weights, you are just bringing them slightly lower than your knees. If you're just using your hand, you're using your knees also as a guide. You're slightly bending your knees, and then as soon as you hit that position, a little bit lower, maybe 2/5 lengths underneath your knees, you are squeezing your hips and your glutes, and you are bringing your weights and your hands back up to the starting position. So we are going to do that for 30 seconds, just down and squeeze up. Good. And up. Good. I'll show you at the side. Down. Squeeze up. Down. Squeeze up. Squeeze your glutes up. Squeeze up. This is really working your hamstrings here. Squeeze up. Last one. Good. Now using those same weights if you want, or you can also use a band. We are going to go into a bicep curl, and then you are pushing back for a tricep kickback. So curl up, stop, push back, up, push, pull up, push back. When you're pushing back, your top of your arm is staying still, and your bottom arm is the only thing doing the motion. That's really targeting your triceps. So as you pull up, targeting your biceps, push back, targeting your triceps. Good. Last one. Good. Now come into a wide stance again. Toes are pointed out, and we're just doing some squats here. If you have a chair and you prefer to do chair sit to stands, that is completely appropriate, and please utilize that chair. If you're doing regular squats without the chair, I want you to try to keep your hands in front of you. Good. Putting that weight in your hips, pushing through your heels, squeezing your glutes as you come back up. Good. Good. Last one. Good. Taking those weights if you still have them or want to use them, palms are facing up. You're just squeezing your shoulder blades, coming back to front. Squeeze and back. Squeeze, back. Squeeze those shoulder blades, back. Keeping a slight bend in those knees, back. Squeeze, back. Your arms are staying a little bit lower than shoulder height. I don't want your arms up here as you're doing the motion. Squeeze. Last one. Squeeze. Good. Shake it out. Grab some water. If you want to change your weights, grab the different set. Going to rest for about 10 more seconds here. And then we're going to get right back into the same workout. For your squats, we're just going to do regular stance squats instead of wide stance squats. But I will cue you. All right. So we are doing those wide stance deadlifts. Feet are a little bit more than hip distance apart. Toes pointed forward. Grab those weights if you want. Slight bend in your knees. Straight back down. Feel that pull in your hamstrings and come back up. Good. Straight back down. And squeeze your glutes as you come up. And squeeze. Squeeze. Remember, you're bringing those weights or your hands about 2 fist lengths underneath your knees. Squeeze. Squeeze. Good. Last one. Good, now coming into that bicep curl, push back. Bicep curl, tricep push back. It's actually called a kickback. Tricep kickback. Back, good. And back. Curl up and push back. Last one. Push back. Regular squat, so your feet are a little bit more than hip distance. Toes are just really slightly pointed out so you don't roll your knees in, and you're just coming down into a squat. Do those chair sit to stands again if you're using the chair. Chest is open. Putting that weight in your heels as you push yourself back up and squeeze those glutes. Good. Awesome, you guys are doing great. Last one. Now arms forward, palms up, squeeze your shoulder blades. Squeeze. Your knees are slightly bent. Squeeze. Squeeze. Good, we're almost there, almost done with this set. Squeeze. And last one. Whew. And shake it out, grab some water. We got 30 seconds here to catch our breath. Deep breaths in and out. I'm sweating. And we're gonna do just 2 little cardio exercises to get our heart rate up, and then we're gonna go down to the mat. So we got 5 seconds left here. Good, you guys are doing amazing. We are going to go into those modified jacks again, but we're gonna do fly jacks. So you can do them full range if you want, or you do modified stepping out. So instead of waving up, we are collapsing in like you're going to clap your hands together. And if you want to clap your hands together, that's all good with me. Good. To make it more intense, you go a little quicker. To make it a little bit less, you go a little slower. Good. Good, and now we're gonna come into high marches. If you want to progress this exercise, you can come into high knees, but just marching in place is getting the job done. Good. Light on your feet when you land. Make sure you're breathing. Good, and we're gonna go back into those fly jacks. And we're almost done with this little cardio burst. Good. Almost there. And clap. Woo! Good, now come into those high knees or marches. Bringing your arms back and forth. Coming into high knees if you'd like, but remembering to be light on your feet when you land. Good. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo. All right, folks, you are meeting me on the mat. We are going to come down into a tabletop position. So your wrists are underneath your shoulders and your knees are underneath your hips, about hip distance apart for your knees. And we are going to come into a fire hydrant pose. So you're going to do the left side first. You're just bringing your knee out, straight out to the side. So out and back. Good. Out and back. Your spine should be in line with your back, so your neck is looking just a little bit forward. Good. Good, we're almost done here. Really engage in your core to help keep your spine protected. Good, now we're straightening that left leg and we are just bringing our heel to the ceiling. So heel up and down. You're really activating your glute muscles here. Up, down. To make it a little bit more challenging, you would just slightly tap your toe on the ground when you come back down. Really focus on engaging that glute. Good. Awesome. Now you're relaxing here. We are coming onto our back, coming down, and we're doing some glute bridges. So you're just raising your hips up, squeeze your glutes, and back down. Raise up and down. Your shoulders should be away from your ears. Good. Breathe. Push up and down. Good. Last one up here. Good. I want you to bring your legs up. You're coming out into a V and then closing your legs back up. Out to a V and close. Out to a V and close. Your toes are going to be pointed towards the ceiling. To a V and close. Good. Your lower back is on the mat, so you're pulling that belly button in to your lower back, your lower spine, as if there's a little string pulling them together. Good, you're almost done here. Good. And this is the last one. Good. Take a little bit of a break. We're going to meet back in that tabletop position and we're going to do our right side so that we're switching the side that we're working on. Meet me back here. We're going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that right knee out. Good. Try to keep your hips pointed towards the mat while you're doing this motion. Your core is engaged. Good. If you can't go up that far, that's okay. You're doing what feels comfortable to you. Good, and last one. Straighten that right leg, and you're bringing that heel to the ceiling. So up, down. Good. You're really activating the glutes here, keeping your hips pointed towards the mat. Really focus on that glute, squeezing and bringing your leg up. Good. It's the last one. Now we're going to come down onto our mat again. We're going to do those glute bridges again, but instead of having your feet flat on the mat, I want you to put your feet together like a frog position, and we're going to push up from there. So push up and down, up, down. Bringing your shoulder blades away from your ears and down. Still pushing your hips up, squeezing your hips. Good. Up, squeeze those glutes and down. Good. If this is not feeling right for you, go back to regular bridges. Good. And last one. Good. Now we're bringing our feet up and we are coming down and raising our legs back up. You're only coming as far down as feels comfortable in your core. So as soon as you start to feel your lower back raise off the ground, or you have lower back pain, you're going maybe a little bit too far, engage your core. Feel that string pulling your belly button to your lower spine. Good. And last one. Whew. All right. And we are going to come into stretches. So let's put our right leg out. Deep breath in. Turn to that right leg and let's fall to that side. Take a deep breath here. One more deep breath. Pull yourself back up. I want you to bring your right hand towards that leg. Reach your left hand over. Feel that good stretch in your side. Good, deep breath. Raise yourself up. Let's switch the legs out. Deep breath in, spine straight. Turn towards that left foot and come down into a stretch. Deep breath in. Good, raise yourself back up. Now bring that left leg towards that left foot. Reach your right arm over. Feel that really great stretch in your side. Try to open your chest up a little bit more if you can. Last deep breath here. Good, raise yourself up. You are going to slowly come back up into a forward fold. So you're reaching down to your feet, trying to keep your back straight, bending at your hips, and just letting it all kind of release here. Release your neck, release your jaw. You can grab your elbows if you want. Alternate elbows and a wave back and forth. Feel that good stretch in your hamstrings that you worked really hard today. Okay. Now slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, raise up. Roll your shoulders down. Deep breath in. Catapult your arms out to the side. Bring your right arm over to the front of your body. Feel a nice, good shoulder stretch here. You guys did great today. Exchange those arms. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for investing in yourself, in your health, in your wellness. Last stretch for our triceps. Bring that arm behind your back. Pull that elbow a little bit to the other side so you feel a nice long stretch in that tricep muscle. If you have any questions at all, let's exchange arms about how to incorporate exercise or activity into your just daily lifestyle. I am more than happy to talk with you. Please just feel free to reach out to me. Remember, small changes, small things that you do on a day-to-day basis can turn into big results in the long term. Try to make it a point to make exercise and activity a daily habit for you. You will reap the benefits, I promise. And I hope you have a great rest of your day.